Very excited to watch the pitches we'll be hearing shortly. Congratulations to all the innovators for having survived a rigorous selection process involving hundreds of applicants. Rwanda's best ingenuity, drive, and dedication will surely be on display here today. The U.S. government, through USAID, is supporting this program through USAID's Bureau for Humanitarian Assistance, or BHA. USAID's humanitarian mission is straightforward: to provide life-saving humanitarian aid to help the world's most vulnerable people prepare for crises, recover from them, and transition away from relief towards self-reliance. As we know, the frequency, scale, and complexity of these crises have been significantly increasing in the past decade, generating unprecedented levels of humanitarian need, severe food and nutrition insecurity included, and affecting coping mechanisms of the most vulnerable. In the recent past, the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as the effects of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, have only exacerbated these needs and further challenged our ability to respond. As humanitarian emergencies evolve, so must the programming for humanitarian assistance. Now more than ever, humanitarian organizations need to adapt and innovate to make programs more effective and to address the gap between limited resources and ever-growing need. This sobering reality is the basis for USAID's enthusiastic support for WFP's Innovation Hub. USAID's work with WFP extends back to the 1960s. Throughout the years, we've partnered to provide emergency food aid around the world. This includes our work to support refugee communities here in Rwanda. Most recently, we are in the process of providing WFP with a grant to strengthen local procurement systems to assist with school feeding and local procurement. A key driver in the increase in food insecurity is the disruption of food systems, which is the humanitarian challenge that the innovations being pitched today at this event seek to address. It takes all of us and our innovative ideas transformed into action to reverse this negative trend of growing food insecurity. Engaging directly with local communities and supporting locally led solutions through local organizations is essential to ensure that new ideas meet the needs of the target populations and empower those we seek to help by promoting self-reliance. Innovation also requires the development of new partnerships and networks to finalize and scale creative ideas so that their impacts can be realized. We are therefore excited to have investors, representatives of the government of Rwanda, donors, NGOs, and others here with us today to learn about new solutions and ideas being presented and how they can help us to improve the effectiveness of humanitarian programming. In closing, a message for our innovators, the owners of today's unprecedented ideas on food security and production. Time to turn ideas into action. We look forward to your pitches. Thank you. Murakoze Chane.
Yes, we all look forward to them. Thank you so much, Ms. Jessica. Of course, this is not possible without partnership and collaboration. Ms. Inka Himanen.
Miriwe, can you hear me? Good afternoon. A very good afternoon to the representatives of the government of Rwanda, the UN agencies, our development partners, and most importantly, the promising innovators in this room. So my name is Inka Himanen, I'm the head of program, and now on behalf of the World Food Programme, it's an honor to welcome you to the pitch event for the second edition of the Ignite Food Systems Challenge. Thanks to the generous support of USAID Bureau of Humanitarian Affairs and the Danish Ministry of Foreign Affairs, WFP is delighted to support even more food system innovators in Rwanda. The last few years have been a shift in the type of support that WFP is providing to the ecosystem. with increasing investment in supporting food system innovators in both Rwanda and the region. This is a growing portfolio of WFP's Changing Lives agenda. The Ignite Food System Challenge is one such example, aiming to create an enabling environment for innovative ideas to bear fruit and benefit the food system. Supporting innovators allow WFP to engage with new actors in the food system, to leverage the expertise of private and public sector investors, and to collectively contribute toward tackling food insecurity and hunger in the region. The Ignite Food Systems Challenge represents an opportunity to
Challenge second edition pitch day. Your presence here, freeing your afternoons, is greatly appreciated. Building upon, as you've heard from some of the speakers, building upon the success of the first edition, this year's program has grown in scale, supporting a bigger number of teams, and thereby aiming to expand their reach and impact. We received an overwhelming response to the nationwide call for applications, with 364 applications that were received from across the entire country, from startups, SMEs, and cooperatives, all with impactful solutions. The ventures you will witness pitching today have emerged as the final contenders after undergoing a rigorous selection process involving multiple committees and a thorough due diligence. They have also received skills training during a bootcamp and personalized coaching to prepare them for the pitch that you're about to see today. Following today's pitches, the top winners, as you've heard already today, will progress to the next phase of the program, where they will unlock financial support and receive tailored acceleration support for a period of 4 months. We commend the efforts demonstrated by all the ventures and their unwavering commitment to be ready to pitch today. We excitedly look forward to the next level of support that all the winners today will unlock, and eagerly await to see the scaling of their solutions and impact across the entire country. I would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to the World Food Programme, USAID Bureau of Humanitarian Affairs, and the Danish Ministry of Foreign Affairs for their continuous support of this significant initiative. We're also very super grateful to our partners who have played a vital role in the selection process, and the coaches and experts who have provided guidance to the ventures from the bootcamp until now. as well as the collaborators who contributed to the organization of the Pitch Day event today. It is our utmost hope and commitment to implement and collaborate on initiatives like this that unlock and scale innovations capable of truly transforming the food system in Rwanda and across the entire wider region. On behalf of the Impact Hub Kigali team, I extend my sincere gratitude to each and every one of you for being here today. And we sincerely hope you'll enjoy the inspiring pitches we're about to see. Thank you very much.
Thank you. These solutions that we'll be meeting today and seeing and hearing from, as we've heard, will be contributing to Rwanda's food security efforts. So on behalf of the government of Rwanda, please welcome our guest of honor to make her remarks. Give a round of applause to the Chief Nezergwa.
Okay, I hope you can hear me.
Yes.
As you heard from my title, I'm usually sitting behind screens, so if I stumble, you will excuse me. But I'll try to be very brief so that we can go ahead and hear the speeches. From the ministry, as we enter the last implementation year of the strategic plan that we have, PSTA4, Minagri continues to work with partners to realize the vision of transforming the agriculture sector from subsistence agriculture to a knowledge-based and value-adding sector, and that is financial and economically sustainable. As an integral part of this vision, it's to enable the private sector, that I'm sure many of you are part of here, to encourage innovation and new forward to. Thank you, and I wish all the venture pitching today the best of luck. We look forward to hearing about your ideas and solutions to help us develop the Rwanda food system. Thank you, and enjoy the pitches.
Thank you, Ms. Nezergwa. And you know, you should come out of the screen a bit more often. You did a great job. We like seeing that. Okay, so before we get into the pitches, the team thought that it would be important and helpful to hear from someone who had taken the winding road of entrepreneurship himself and can confidently be considered a success story, who's now on the much more comfortable investment side of the journey. So please join me in welcoming the deal flow manager for Catapult Africa, Mr. Junior Kanyamugire.
Clearly, this was not designed for somebody my height. I'm just going to take it out, it's much easier. Hi, everybody. Thank you, first of all, to the team of Ignite Food System Challenge to have me. My name is Kanyamugire Junior, and I have been a big fan of what you guys do here at Impact Hub with all your funders and partners. And I'm hoping that I might share something that could be of value. Definitely not for the judges. You guys are way above this league, but I was asked to be inspirational to the founders. And my first reaction was, you guys thought about inspiration and junior in the same sentence. That has to be scary, because I've been called a lot of things. Inspirational is not one of them, but I'll try my very best. Like I said, my name is Junior. I figured I'll start by introducing myself for those who don't know me. First of all, I'm a husband. I'm a father of 2. I've spent my first 15 years professionally as a civil engineer in construction. Then I switched to the entrepreneurship side, which is what Makeda referred to, but I wouldn't call myself successful, at least not yet. But then I've switched to what some might call the dark side, and I serve as the deal flow manager for Catapult Africa. And my role there is pretty much to identify investable startups that could be a good fit for our portfolio or our accelerator program. Now, having looked at some of the companies that are going to be presenting today, you will fall in what we call an early stage startup. And I figured I will share, mostly from investor perspective, what to do and what not to do. Obviously, you always start by what not to do. And the first one is, please learn from my mistake. Do not be stubborn. Too stubborn to pivot. In my case, I'll share some of my journey. The reason why PQH is not here anymore is because I was too stubborn to admit that it was a great idea, but not a great business. Hi, Joanna. Jo and I I've had a lot of conversation, and she potentially invested in me. She was among the people who realized it was maybe not a good business, but it was fantastic ideas. And most of you guys have great ideas. I'm not saying that they're going to fail, but the version of your idea might not be the perfect version you're looking for, so please learn when to move and pivot quickly. Thinking that you can handle everything by yourself is another mistake. Just to keep it very simple, at Catapult, if you are a single or solo founder, small red flag, small. It really means that you have to prove that you're exceptional beyond any doubt that you can handle everything. Now, the other thing we've seen at Catapult, and myself included when I was a founder, was that entrepreneurs spend more time on their products than they spend on their customers. You don't have a product if you don't have a customer to pay for it. That's a reality. And then I'll touch a bit more on that later. And then the last part is probably the most unpopular in Rwanda, is that if you don't go through more than one incubator, you can only be incubated once. I mean, you don't take an egg through an incubator twice. It might come out to be a goat, right? So just be careful on just jumping from incubator to incubator. So on the other side, what else I would recommend you can do as an early stage founder? The first thing is to build and fail quick. Quick, try, speak to a customer. It doesn't work, make changes. If the product is not valid, move on as quickly as possible. Find a co-founder, preferably a competent one that complements the skills that you might not have. Because, for example, if you're launching a fintech and you're a software engineer, you need a CFO. And again, we get to meet a lot of startups that have a lot of gaps in the leadership roles, and unfortunately, they're too, I don't want to use the word ego, but these days ego works for both sides, male and female. Please learn to ask for help, and don't be too shy to give away a small portion of your company that can be vested at a later stage. If you have any questions about that, just let me know. Find as many users that are willing to use your product for free and collect data. Because these days, having a business concept and business ideas without any data to back it up is very difficult. So build something, give it to somebody like me or Joe or Yannick to give it a try, and they will tell you honestly what kind of feedback you need, whether it's moving forward or not. And then look into what we call venture building studios, because those will be the right thing to get into instead of incubators. It's dedicated support that will help build every single aspect of your business from the very beginning stage to seed stage. Now, one of the biggest challenges I have in this sphere, entrepreneurship sphere, is MVP or customer. Especially this early stage, everybody tells you, build an MVP. Yes, build an MVP. But what is an MVP without a customer who's willing to try it? Without customers willing to pay for it? So an MVP will never be perfect. I'm telling you, even companies that have been around for 10 years that have reached billion-dollar status, are still building the MVP because an MVP evolves with time and an MVP evolves with the customer journey. Because you present an MVP to a customer now, and that product might not be valid in 5 years because the customer has evolved or the market has evolved and the world has evolved. The customer should be first. Honestly, if you spend a year building a product without speaking to a single customer, you don't even qualify as pre-revenue. You're still pre-idea. Give away free stuff. Give away freemiums. Give away, let people use your product for free and collect as much data as possible. Now, it wouldn't be a PowerPoint slide without a little bit of data. I want to show you something a bit scary about the ecosystem last year. There's about $6.5 billion of investment that was invested in 2022. That's over 1,000 unique investments in Africa. And that's 50% growth from the year before. Unfortunately, right now the data says that 2 out of 10 companies makes it to Series A. That means we're losing 80% of $6.5 billion of investment every time we write a check. So something has to be done there for sure. I just thought I could give you a bit of a depression before I start being motivational. And the one thing a lot of companies fail to do is scale. Scale doesn't just mean having more customers, it also means growing internally as a business. So you need to look at your team, having a co-founder if you need to, but also looking at new markets. And there's ways to go around that unfortunately I don't have enough time to go through, but the scalability of your company should be a big priority. Now, let me give it a try, this inspirational bit. Because they did ask me to be a bit inspirational for the founders in the room. The one thing that is unique about yourself is that you're the only person within your immediate vicinity who decided to take on the challenge that you're solving in your company. You are here because you made the decision to stand up and make a difference and solve a problem. Then you have to remember that your startup will rewrite history if you do it right. You will solve a problem that will not be a problem anymore in 6 months or a year. You have done that. But also remember that in Africa, whatever problem you solve here is a problem in other countries. So don't just look at Rwanda. Rwanda is a fantastic place to try things. But while you try it in Rwanda, send your MVP to a customer in in Zambia. Stay out of the big players league. Nigeria, Kenya, Ghana, big countries. But the other markets that I'm very excited about as a VC, like Malawi, Zambia, Zimbabwe, those are countries that have a lot of similarities as far as GDP and economy as Rwanda. And most likely your business model will work there. Now, one of the things that I'm hoping you can take, if you take one thing today out of my presentation, is to build with the end in mind. Unfortunately, very unfortunately, and I was one of them, we build ideas and businesses thinking that they will die with us and we'll die with them. And we don't think about the end. By what I mean the end is like, what's the exit? Can you build something that will outlast you? Can you build a business that you can step down as a CEO? Can you build a business that you can sell to a bigger corporation? Ask yourself this question now. Don't think that you need to make $100,000 a month in MRR before you can ask yourself this question. Ask yourself this question now. How do I get out? What's my exit? Is it an acquisition? We could talk IPO. We have a capital market in Rwanda, but could it be a merger and acquisition? Just ask yourself that question. And then you have to keep your eyes at the end, and that will drive every decision you make in order for you to get there. Now, they say dream big. What does that mean? My definition of dreaming big when I was an entrepreneur was that I wanted to build something that would last time, that will solve problems for many people. But your definition of dreaming big, to be honest, to be competitive in this ecosystem is to establish yourself in multiple markets. And for you to be able to do that, you need to build the right team, you need to build the right product. But you have to always remember to dream big, because if your dreams are limited, whether you like it or not, your actions will be too. Thank you very much. I hope that was inspirational.
and informative. You did a great job. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. All right, so now, as you may imagine, these ventures have come a long way to be ready to make these pitches this afternoon before you all. So before we get to meet them in person, let's go ahead and learn a bit about their recent efforts in preparation for today. Take a look.
My name is Akanyana Sharon, and I'm from Isha Foods. I'm excited to be here to meet other ventures and businesses so that we are together able to look at solutions to problems that are in the food systems in Rwanda.
I'm Israel Nyanshuti, founder and CEO at Take Adopter. Take Adopter is an agri-tech engineering company that manufactures affordable and customized agricultural equipment. Our aim is to empower smallholder farmers with simple and affordable equipment.
Enoch Abesenga, I'm the founder of Bay Group. Bay Group is a company manufacturing rice planting machine to use renewable energy, where you can charge or you can use the solar energy. That machine have ability to reduce labor cost and increase rice production at a level of 80%.
My name is Mutono Evete. I'm the founder of N5 Business Group. N5 is an agri-processing company. What we do, we produce porridge from various cereals to address malnutrition gaps among children, pregnant women, and breastfeeding mothers. As a young company, we still need more skills in food processing, business management, as well as financial support to scale up our business.
Hi, I'm Matt Gates. I'm the founder and CEO of Bungo Bungo Butaka Farm Mechanization Limited. We're a tractor service company here in Rwanda. So we maintain a fleet of tractors, and farmers hire us for tilling and other tractor operations. We're very excited to be part of the Ignite Food Systems Challenge. It's a great opportunity to connect with other agro-entrepreneurs, refine our message, and hopefully raise some funding as well.
My name is Meseret Gosa. I'm the managing director of Indego Farm in Kayonza. We're an integrated farm. We're looking to scale up our business, raising funds and technical support, as well as to network with the cohorts who are in the agriculture business.
So my name is Teresa Mahoro. I'm the co-founder and managing director of TechForce Group. We are in the compost production for water Yacente. Also, we have like a school meal program that we are trying to implement by supplying seedlings to the community so that they can farm and sell back to those schools by enabling them to have vegetables. So we are very excited to be a part of this program because we are looking for this grant to implement our school meal program.
My name is Amani Twajezu. I'm the founder of Triumvirate Food. We are in processing of fish powder. That is a nutritious powder, especially for mothers and children. We are very excited to be part of this program. We are hoping to gain a lot of skills and knowledge that will help to scale our business and also to grow our company in terms of production capacity and also distribute around the country. Most importantly, we also benefit from the networking with the fellow entrepreneurs. I think this is an amazing program our company ever participated in.
My name is Muhammad Isaac. I'm the manager of Nyagatare Dairy Marketing Cooperative. We are dealing with the processing yogurt and fermented milk, and even also we do milk collection from different farmers. We are here to gain knowledge, experience, and skills.
Jean Bosco Bizimana. I'm founder and managing director of Panovita Company. We are in processing of infants and children food. Excited in this program because we need to gain strong network and expand our business in terms of fortifying our existing product and improve our packaging in order to have international standard for export.
My name is Ivan Chima. I'm the founder of 1000 Hills Products, a company operating in Rwanda and with a center base of value addition in Central Europe. where we have been adding value to Rwandan products in the most sustainable way possible using eco solutions. We're talking about solar power, we're talking about sun drying solutions for the fruits. It's already exciting. It's already exciting in the bootcamp. Met very many interesting colleagues, friends, and companies that are really have invested into many solutions that we can collaborate with. And also talking about the grant, I'm excited for that as well, because even $1,000 means a lot to a company like us. So I'm looking forward to that as well.
Hello, my name is Lars Hedam. I am the CEO of Njordfrø. We are an agricultural company that delivers efficient aquaponic starter solutions to smallholder farmers. It's an efficient farming technology that has a low-tech front-end and high-tech back-end and allows a significant increase of income, productivity, and livelihood for the farmers. I'm very excited to be part of the Ignite program, to meet my fellow colleagues and entrepreneurs. It's always good to learn more, and of course, very important, we are very excited to raise capital.
Mabre Patrick Twizere, I'm HFC Managing Director. We are producing healthy food for Rwandans, and we are empowering farmers to produce healthy food through innovation using aquaculture.
So that means that we are ready then. We are ready? Are we ready? Okay, we're ready. All right, the time has come, but before we get into the actual pitches, let's go ahead and meet the judges who are seated right over here, who have the very hard task of choosing the winners today. I'm not going to go in any specific order. Let's go ahead and meet them one by one, and maybe you can just raise a hand when I call your name. DG Solange Tetero, Director General of Youth Empowerment for the Ministry. We have Joe Nicholas, the Country Director for East Africa Investments. We have Amar Kawash, Head of Smallholder Agricultural Market Support at World Food Program. We have Elise Kamanzi, Program Lead for Agriculture at MasterCard Foundation. And we have Yannick Egerup Hagen, I hope I said that right, Managing Director of Vertland Africa. Okay, so as we said, the time has come. Pitches are ready to go. All of our ventures are just itching to share their ideas. Here are the rules. Each venture will have 5 minutes to pitch and 3 minutes of uninterrupted Q&A with the judges. Please feel free to ask freely and to be as thorough and concise as possible with your questions. There will be a clock keeping us on time, and when the time is up, I'm so sorry, I will be cutting you off. Whoever's speaking will be cut off at that moment. The rules are the rules this evening, and we can't cut into anyone else's time, all right? If that is all understood, let's go ahead and get into the first round of pitches. Welcome to the first 7 ventures, and starting off as we are going in alphabetical order, it will be 1000 Hill Products.
Thank you very much. say the first takes the most blessings, but I'm not greedy. The problem. What's the problem exactly? This facility is built at Lake Mugesera, a place that has 3,000 hectares of pineapples. The problem is that they did a good job, but again, they're facing a big, huge post-harvest loss of about 35%, which is exactly 42 metric tons per month. That's really a lot. Converted to US dollars, is 21,000 US dollars. And 65% of the population in that place is very reliant on that pineapple growth that they have. The solution is actually what brings us today here. We need to have the dryers that are going to be sun drying in the most sustainable way. Fruits in general, the pineapples to be specific, but they can be multi-used, since you can still use the coffee dryers and other products. You can still use the bananas, you can still dry other fresh fruits. How it works is very simple. We get the raw materials from the farmers, we wash them, we store them to ripen, so that we can have the full ripe fruit. We peel and slice, and then sun dry them using the solar dryers. The byproducts go for the animal fertilizers, for the animal feed and fertilizers. And then we vacuum pack them, and we'll take them to international market and local market. So the export for one packet is going to be 100 grams, $4 for exports, random markets $2, and 35% of profit. The TM is currently 6.8, the SM is 2.72, and the SOM is around 5.4 million. This is the package that we are going to be using, already done. So as I said, we had first coffee sales. In 2015 is when we established the company. We have the distribution channel in Poland, where we send the products and then distribute throughout Europe. In 2018, we already knew that we wanted to expand in the fruits. We started purchasing the land from the money that we got from the coffee exports. 2020, we did the first samples of the fruits. We dry them, and then send them to our biggest coffee chains. They approved, and then we started the full-scale construction in 2021. 2023 is when we're expecting to buy the dryers from the grant that we're going to be having, and then we start the first exports. 2025, we're going to be expanding to other countries, not only Europe, but USA, Japan, and Singapore. So the farmers will be gaining 21,000 extra on what they already gained through our project. We have already helped them to get certified organic. We're going to be creating 60 jobs in that facility. CO2 reduction through the use of solar power. Everything is solar powered in this facility. Management team, it's me, Ivan. Michael is the MD. Emmy is a food scientist. And then we have, most important one, agronomist as well. Use of the funds, 30,000 if we get them. It's going to be 25,000 to buy the 2 dryers. Purchase of the raw pineapples, first round, and then the packaging. Conclusion is, you'll never know how much of a problem it is until it's solved. If we had the funds right now, we would definitely buy the dryers and start them working in 10 days. Thank you very much.
Now it's time for the Q&A. We will be starting the time now.
Can I just ask my question like this?
Please, thank you very much.
To point about your customers, what do you know about your end customers in Europe?
Yes, thank you very much. That's a very beautiful question. And this is what we started. With my company, we started with first of all, with the front end. where we have already built the customers through our coffee supply. So the same cafes that we talked about are the same cafes and restaurants that are going to be buying the dry fruits because it's more of a snack. So even before we started actually building that facility, we already made the prototypes and we sent them and they actually liked them. So we went into the full scale after proving that we have these big 5 buyers. We already actually have a contract that has been pending for the past few months of around 18 tons per month of dried. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much for this wonderful presentation. Just my question.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
My question is about the capital investment that goes into the dryers, and then I'm curious to know what is the capacity utilization of a period of a year, knowing that pineapples are seasonal crops.
Yes, that's a very beautiful question. It's a seasonal crop, yes. But again, as we started on the other side, these dryers are multi-use. So we're going to be drying fruits as we actually get them. So we dry the pineapples, and then we can dry the coffees, and then we can dry the bananas. We're very lucky to have this facility in the middle of the farm, and that's actually the point that we talked about, the proximity. Proximity of this facility to the farmers. The farmers can easily bring the baskets of these fruits to the facility. So the dryers are going to be running, and also one dryer has a capacity of having 12 tons of fruit. It's not designated exactly to the pineapple, but it can also be cherries of coffee. Some people really forget that coffee is a fruit, but actually coffee is a cherry. So we can have 12 tons of each fruit, banana, mango, pineapple. So it's a very sustainable way using the solar power. Excellent, please.
I squeeze in one more quick one. But what about standards? If you're exporting to the EU, do you not need to meet?
Exactly, and this is actually that's a very beautiful question as well. We have been working at the same time, constructing and actually having the certifications. We already have FDA, we already have water permit, we already have we're working on HACCP at the moment. So, and also remember it goes to our warehouse in Poland where we actually distribute. So we can do a refined tuning of any kind of product. Please, thank you.
Higher or lower margin exporting dried pineapple versus fresh pineapple to Europe?
Yes. You mean dried versus fresh?
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, this is the problem with the pineapples. They are very heavy. You can still export them if you have them organic certified, but because of the dryness, you can actually sell them easier. You can make more profit when it's organic, and it stays more. Can spend
And
even
that's
2
time.
years.
So sorry, that's time, but I think we got the answer.
Thank you very much.
Great job, and we'll see you at the end.
Thank you very much.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Best of luck to Thousand Hills Products. All right, let's move on to our next venture, Bay Group. Please take the floor.
Thank you. My name is Enoch. I'm the founder and CEO of Bay Group. In Africa, agriculture mechanization is very low. Let me tell you a little bit about agriculture mechanization. In Rwanda, only 18% of the farmers are using the machine. Majority, the remaining, including my grandmother, are still suffering and struggling with traditional farming, especially when they have to planting their rice. So those farmers is my inspiration. My grandmother and other small rice farmers are still struggling and challenges with the following challenges. Number one, high labor cost. Number two, they spend long hours from planting, leading to the chronic of backbone pain. See this woman, they are suffering with the traditional because of back pain. And the spacing alignment is done inadequately. So I remember in my growing up, it was tough because I had to miss my class in order to help my grandmother. Those long days of suffering ignite fire in me to make a change. Today, I come up with the solution. Bay Group manufacturing solar and electric transplanter machine. This machine have a capability to reduce 80% of the labors and even decrease planting time. And even the planting standard spacing and alignment. And even this machine, you see standard spacing and alignment. This is something to appreciate, by the way. And planting 1.5 hectare in only 10 days, replace 90 people or 90 employment of the workers. So Rwanda they're planning to develop 9,000 of hectares in 2024 alone. And even the total field is near 64,000 of hectares, or next 64,000 of hectares. So we are targeting initial the farmers working on 28,000 of hectares. So far, we have served the rest farmers 803 of the farmers, which grouped in 3 cooperatives. We generated revenue for selling the machines, renting, and planting the service. Big Group has made remarkable attraction. So from manual marking, you see, from manual marking up, we have already developed 2 working machines. And even through our effort, we generate near 5,000 of hectares. And our market is so very big. 75 cooperatives are interested working with us. Our competitive, you know, the state of fuel consumption. There is no fuel consumption on our machine. So far, we have made impact. We have saved at least 697 hours on only 10 days. And those farmers, those saved those hours, they increase rice production at 47% of production. We plan to scale our production, all these farmers working on Nyachonga marshlands, and even we plan to scale our activities on the rural district, because there is less farmers on Eastern province, on Eastern Africa community like Tanzania and Kenya. We plan feasibility study on how we will offer our service, our machine. We are seeking 30,000 of $80. This 30,000 will help us, 67% will help us on additional machines and establishing a makerspace. Those are 17 of the percent of the funds, and the remaining 16, they are going to team growth and seller activities. Our team have a wide range and skills, where we have marketing, seller, financial, production, and data analysis. I would like to ask you, will you please join me in changing farmers' tears of hardship into tears of joy? All rice farmers, even including my grandmother, please, will you do that? Thank you.
Thank you so much. 3 minutes of questions.
Yeah, thank you for that. It wasn't very clear. Are you giving the machines to the farmers, or are you providing it on a pay-for-service basis?
I repeat, we are local manufacturing. We're manufacturing, the design is ours. We're manufacturing, but those farmers are not have ability to reprice, to sell our machine. We have affordable service like you are farmers, you don't have ability to buy our machine. We give you planting service for per 80,000 of per hectares. You don't have ability, even you can renting our machine for 100,000. Imagine our machine going to place 90 people. Remember for that. To planting 1 hectare, you're going to place 90 people, but our machine replace 1.5 of hectare. Can you get it? That's something. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Is the manufacture of your machine cheaper here than it would be if you bought a Chinese one?
Okay, because of our capacity, even we plan to reduce our price, but it's cheap. The reason why, those machines, they require fuel consumption. Imagine for the farmers to planting their consumption, where you can take like a planting like 1.5 hectares, you are going to consume $20 of fuel consumption. But ours, only 1,000 for Rwandan franc. You are going to charge her and even use it on even compare that things. And even other things for your question, shipping price. The shipping price of this machine, of those Chinese machine, you can use it to buy our machine. So our machine is so very cheap compared than the Chinese.
Yeah, thank you very much. I will be quick just to manage your time. But I was wondering, apart from just selling and these two other options, what other incentives do you give to a farmer who has purchased a full unit, like the after-sale services? What happens when the machine breaks down?
Yeah, we offer like, there is a grant like 3 years where we offer like free service maintenance, and even if there is even 3 years of maintenance, it's enough for us. You know the stress of maintenance, because even we are local and we have our technicians. If you have any question, we are going to make a free service or maintenance on those 3 years. That is additional service for selling the machine for those farmers.
And are there plans beyond rice, or is rice going to be your exclusive focus going forward?
Say?
Are you only focusing on rice only?
Yeah, first of all, we want to focus this problem of rice production.
Time, that's time. So sorry. That's
Yo,
your time.
I'm sorry.
That's your time.
Thank you.
All the best of luck, Enoch. Next, we have Bunga Bunga Ubutaka Farm Mechanization Limited. Take the stage and good luck.
Good afternoon. We are Bunga Bunga Ubutaka Farm Mechanization Limited, and here I'm Floria Habimana, the head of operations. He's Matthew Gates, the CEO of the company. We are a mechanization service provider. Here in Rwanda, mechanization service will face challenges that Bunga Bunga Ubutaka is addressing. Among those challenges include capital, where most farmers struggle to get access to the capital to buy their own machineries. And also economic scale. It doesn't make sense for a smallholder farmer to buy his own tractor because it requires high maintenance, and also the skills. Those maintenance and operating tractors, those are the obstacles that's leading Bunga Bunga Ubutaka to be a service provider. What is BBU, Bunga Bunga Ubutaka? We are service-to-service business provider. You pay for the service, we bring the tractor and operator, and then you pay the service, and then we plow with our tractor and implement. And then also we are data and service efficiency focused. We are also technology enabled, where we are using a software free app called Health Tractor. We are also farmer facing. We go to the fields of the farmers, we discuss the challenges, and then we share the knowledge. So how do we operate? For us, we got call from the farmer, or the farmer book through Health Tractor app, and then we go to their field, and then after getting to their field, we check the area, and then we discuss the price, and then we send the contracts, and then the client pays 75% before first tillage, and then they pay also 25% before second tillage. So we need to grow and then increase our service deliveries through across agriculture value chain. So currently, we are doing service preparation, field preparation, where we are plowing, harrowing, rotovating, and reaping. So we need to scale by planting, adding spreaders, cultivator, boom sprayers, combine, and then dryers, shellers, and threshers.
So in our currently 3.5 years of operation, we've hit some benchmarks, which we're very proud of. We are operating a fleet of 8 tractors. We have a demonstrated market with over 500 clients served, many of whom have been with us since the beginning for multiple seasons. We are a market leader with a national impact. If you call the Rwanda Agriculture Board, you ask about tractors, they'll give you our number. We are currently the largest tractor service company in Rwanda. We've assembled an incredible team. In addition to the many small-scale farmers who we serve, our clients include some of Rwanda's leading agribusinesses, including Kabuye Sugar Works and Pride Farms. Our team, we are 9 tractor operators and 1 mechanic. Management, Mr. Habimana and myself, we both have many years of experience on the field, working in both public and private sector agricultural projects. We both hold master's degrees in our field, and we are farmer-facing, engaged, and passionate about mechanization. So our average cost for the farmer is about $160,000 per hectare, of which $56,000 goes to fuel, $25,000 goes to labor. So margins are good. We are an absolutely battle-tested company. We are out there on the phone solving the million small problems that come up. So we believe that this is really a scalable business, and we're ready to scale. With $30,000, we will establish a network of commission-based booking agents and community-based outreach, and purchase tractor implements that our clients are currently asking for, and thus expand our presence across the agricultural value chain: bed maker, mechanical planter, rotavator. Thank you very much.
Who are your clients? And we know that you have a lot of smallholder farmers in Rwanda. How do you manage to work with them?
Thank you very much. For smallholder farmers, they call us. Most of them, they call us, or they go to the sector requiring the service, or they go to the Rwanda Agriculture Board for asking the service, because they was offering that service before, and then we get those clients. And or we go to the market, one client is giving our number, and then we serve them.
We should add that demand in peak season is far more than we can handle. There are more farmers than tractors, and they're very much in need.
2 quick ones from my side. What are the financing terms that you enjoy for your tractors, your fleet of tractors?
So we found working with banks here in Rwanda to be difficult. There are high collateral requirements, high interest rates. So we don't currently have financing loans on our machinery. They're owned outright. We've purchased most of them used. So, but yeah, financing and scaling up are certainly a challenge.
Number 2, you had a logo of Hello Tractor in there. Maybe I missed it, but why did you have that logo? I believe that's a peer of yours, or?
Yeah, so Hello Tractor is a technology partner. They're a startup from Kenya and Nigeria. We use their app for both booking and fleet management data tracking.
Yes, I just want to come back on the technology part of this program, of your business. What are some of the challenges that you are facing with farmers booking through the app, and how does it create efficiencies compared to the old model?
Okay. The vast majority of our clients book over the phone, and then we use the GPS to measure the field, plug the field into a database, and track data that way. Hello Tractor is designed more as a booking platform, but we primarily use it for internal data tracking, because our clients, very few of them are familiar with it.
Thank you for explaining really clearly the use of funds. To Junior's point earlier, do you have an exit in mind, 5, 10, 15 years?
So it's managing a company like this on the ground is something that it would be difficult for someone to just take over, but we hope to get either John Deere Corporate or some other folks interested in our operations, and we hope that a service model can be something that's exportable.
That's time. Thank you, Bunga Bunga.
Thank you very much.
And best of luck. Our next venture is HFC Limited. Best of luck.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Pasik. I'm the managing director at Heavy Food and Feed Company Limited, and we are into farming business. In poultry farming, there is a serious problem. Can you imagine within only 3 years, feed price has been increased by 65%, and farmers are struggling to find affordable feeds. And when it comes to small-scale poultry farmers, it is so devastating. Many of them have closed their businesses. And that was the same case with Mr. Gashema, one of our clients. When Mr. Gashema came to us, he has 200 chickens. He was spending $540 a month on feed. He was spending 10 hours every week in search for feed, only for him to get zero profit. He was so devastated. He was quitting. And if nothing's done, many farmers in small-scale level will close their farms. That was the reason why I and my team, we developed a solution to help poultry farmers solve this problem once and for all, through producing their feeds on their farm, through transforming waste nutrient into feed nutrient using Azolla. This amazing aquatic plant, which is rich in protein, and you harvest every week, and it's cheaper to produce, is the key changing in this business. How are we helping farmers? Easy. We come to your farm, we introduce Azolla, we train you to set up a zero waste system for the production of Azolla. Then we train you to maintain, use, and even master the production of Azolla to replace a portion of conventional feeds, and even improve your care for your poultry. And it works. Ladies and gentlemen, we take Mr. Gashema from zero profit to $114. Today, Mr. Gashema is spending only $380 per month on feed. And the one who was on the verge of quitting, he is now expanding his farm to 1,000 chickens. The feed market is huge, and we are targeting a small portion for the starting, and we will grow as we expand our business. Our business model is simple. We just provide at $40 to $150 per month over a period of 12 months. We also provide technical support, and we charge per visit, and we sell our farm produces. And unlike feed manufacturers, we are empowering farmers to produce their own feed on their farms. We developed and started testing this model in 2021. The next year we started piloting, we acquired 2 clients, and with the positive feedback from our client, we are ready to scale the impact. And as you can see, our revenue projections are growing as the years pass. With our model, we will impact in increasing poultry production, using less water and small land, reducing emissions, and even empowering young farmers. We are asking $30,000 to reinforce our model, increase our production size, and even be able to reach up to many farmers. And as a scaling plan, we will introduce e-learning platforms, 24/7 customer care line service, mobile apps, and even we will collaborate with local government so as to penetrate deeper and deeper on the markets in the new countries that we will venture in. Worry not, ladies and gentlemen, our team is highly experienced in farming. We've been here for so many years. We've already helped 2 farmers, and we are ready to help millions. Ladies and gentlemen, join us. Let's revolutionize the poultry farming in Rwanda, in Africa, and put a smile on thousands of farmers out there. Investing in us is investing in Africa. Thank you.
Thank you. I understand that in the chicken market, it's very important that the chicken grows quickly and to a good weight, because it's then sold by kilo or gram. Do you have evidence that this Azolla feed has the same speed of growth and the same result?
Yeah, thank you. It is a good question. Yes, There is what we call FCR. It is feed conversion rate, which we use to determine the amount of feed needed for a certain animal to reach certain weight. Yes, it is true, depending on the proportions. As we have said, there is proportions that Azolla replace to the conventional feed, depending on the purpose of the client. Yes, for 30%, it's even bigger than the conventional feed. For 50%, it's economical and it's an average. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Myself, I started as a farmer. I paid my master's degree with poultry farming, so we are in it together. My question is now, when I looked at the numbers, the saving on feed cost is exactly the net profit that has been realized. So I question again, how does the feed conversion rate look like when you use Azolla feed? And what additional investment does a farmer has to do in order to adopt the technology?
All right, thank you very much. The additional technology, let me start with the last one. Additional technology are simple. We just use local materials available at his site, like wood plant, like sheet, those plastic sheet for the construction of ponds to produce Azolla. As in terms of the cost reduction, it depends on the amount of replacement he used or she used. We propose a 50% replacement, 30% replacement. It depends on the purpose of the farmer. But with 30% replacement, you get an FCR which is even higher to the conventional feeds, 100%.
Thank you. On your business model is to build the systems at farmers. Have you looked at you producing the food and selling it, or is the product too perishable for that to work?
Okay, at the moment we are running a small farm of which we intend to expand using these funds if we gotten them. So that's small, and we are looking to also continue to help farmers. That's the main line of revenue stream. Thank you.
That's time. Thank you and best of luck, Amab. The next presenter, or next venture rather, is Ishio Foods Limited. Best of luck.
Hello, everyone. My name is Akanyana Sharon, and I'm the founder and managing director at Ishio Foods Limited. We started in 2017, and we are an established brand in a competitive yogurt market. As a mother of 4 children, the nutrition and well-being of my children is of paramount importance to me. I'm also lucky to know a bit about nutrition, but that's not the case for everyone, as highlighted by 38% of rural children in Rwanda are still stunted, and also 20% of children in urban Rwanda are stunted. Why is this the case? Mostly the number one reason mothers across Rwanda struggle with: 1, limited knowledge on how to prepare nutritious foods for their children. Number 2, poor standards of living or affordability of easy-to-consume products. Another one that I think is very important is the amount of time it takes to prepare nutritious foods for mothers, for their children. The yogurt market, as I said, is a very competitive one, and it's something that we welcomed as Ishio Foods, saw a gap or opportunity, and decided to create the first of its kind on the Rwandan market. Ladies and gentlemen, a probiotic yogurt. For those of you who are not very familiar with probiotics, a probiotic adds good bacteria to your gut or stomach. And regular consumption as an adult, but especially for children, you boost your immune system. Your immune system is boosted. Number 2, it reduces the frequency of diarrhea. Number 3, some studies have showed that it suppresses aflatoxins in the body. On the side of parents, it gives you peace of mind that your child is taking an affordable, is taking a nutritious snack or drink that we are going to make affordable and easily accessible. How are we making money at Isho Foods? Currently, we have products on the market: yogurt, drinking yogurt, fruited yogurt, and flavored yogurt. We sell it to supermarkets around Kigali. And for the probiotic yogurt itself, we are going to sell it at 370 in rural areas and 500 Rwandan francs in Kigali and other urban areas. How are we funding our probiotic yogurt project? We use our company revenues, and also we got some funding from Save the Children through Kumwe Hub, which is a subsidiary part of them, and we use it to do a market testing, which was very important, and also to acquire standard mark by RSB. Some of our achievements to date are, we've been able to move from 2 employees in 2017 to 19 now. Like I told you, we're in 60 shops and supermarkets in Kigali, and our current sales are 6.5 million and growing. For the probiotic yogurt itself, currently we are making 200 bottles per day, and they're running out, which is good. But if we do full capacity and we're able to do 6,000 bottles per day, that will be big, and we will be making about 9 million. We won't do it overnight, but it will take time, but we'll get there. Our current addressable market is 5.1 children across Rwanda. Our market size is less than 1%. Obviously, we're an SME. But also, we plan to have reached 300 shops and supermarkets across Rwanda by end of 2024. We'll also move to maybe DRC and Uganda, but our focus right now is Rwanda. In terms of impact, we want to reach an impact outside to rural areas by making it affordable and easily accessible. We did a market study in refugee camps, so that's among they are going to be among our clients, early childhood development centers, nursery and primary schools in Kigali and outside, and health centers also. What do we need to grow? We need to grow our business to increase revenues and sales. We need to do strong awareness and marketing since it's a new product, and also partner with important stakeholders such as NCDA and World Food Programme. If we are lucky to win this $30,000 US, we'll use it to purchase a solar system to power our equipment so that we reduce our cost by 10%. We'll also need to do awareness and marketing through local campaigns. This is our team. We have experience in nutrition, sales and marketing, financial management, and so on. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for your time. And we believe in this drink, and kindly help us, support us to reach it to as many children across Rwanda as possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and I really appreciate the innovation of using dispensers in rural areas to try and reduce costs. But how will you then control quality and food safety if people are bringing their own packages to fill?
So it's going to be, we're going to test it. We won't implement immediately. So we'll have time to work with people, to work with the people that we are at the company that have expertise in this. We'll work with the RSB also. So it's something that we'll work through. We know it's a challenge, but we'll work through with the resources that we have right now, but we are aware of it. Thank you.
A great pitch. Maybe I missed it. What's the gross profit margin per bottle?
So it's between, in the rural areas, it will be about, per bottle, let me start with per bottle, 50 Rwandan francs and about 70 in Kigali.
Thank you. And one more from my side. So how do you expect more established dairy companies to react? Do you fear you're building the market for them? So a related question would be, how much emphasis do you put on investing in further marketing and branding?
We'll use some of this money to do a lot of marketing. Right now it's selling out. We've sold it in Kigali, it's selling out. But we'll need to do a lot of marketing and awareness, which we'll use part of this money for and continue doing it.
Well, my question is like around targeting your market. While you are operating from the city of Kigali, why do you go for a challenging market in rural areas? Yet there are urban consumers who can give you traction and then you scale.
So the Kigali market is good, but it is small. For us to get to where you're talking about, we would need like a big clientele. Right now, it's not working that way. We need to get a small margin with many people, so that it's a small margin times a lot of people, and we are able to make money that way.
Are you finding that you need to change customer mentality in rural areas? Are people used to buying yogurts and probiotic foods?
Yeah, so the market, part of the market study that we did, there was a question that says, have you taken yogurt before? We haven't done the assessment yet, but people have taken yogurt. If we make it easy, accessible, and affordable, but by using maybe the dispenser, the yogurt dispenser to say that we showed you, and it eliminates the expensive cost of packaging, they'll buy it. We are yet to see the results of the research, but they'll buy it.
So how is your yogurt different from other yogurts on the market?
It's a probiotic yogurt. It is very healthy, good for your gut, boosts your immune system, and more.
And that's time. Our next venture is N5 Business Group Limited. Good luck.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Yvette Mutoniwawo, the founder of N5 Business Group. Before I go through the presentation, I would like to mention this. As parents, nothing can make us happy as seeing our children are healthy and physically strong. From conception, mother and child need sufficient nutrients to prevent malnutrition. So let's see what statistics show us about malnutrition in your country. From different survey, 33% of children under 5 years are stunted, while 1% were wasted. In addition to that, pregnant women, breastfeeding mothers, and pregnant teenagers are also at high risk of malnutrition issue. This is a big issue that requires collective effort. N5 comes in by producing a mixed porridge flour called N5 mixed porridge flour with the yellow color, Imvange Gikoma. Our product is made from various cereals rich in protein, vitamin, minerals that can respond to nutrition needs of our target group. In addition to that, we have this new product after understanding that the consumption of food containing vitamin A can eliminate malnutrition. We are ready to release a new product with a non-serious ingredient rich in vitamin A. We are targeting parents or guardians or children from 5 years to 17 years, women aged between 15 years to 49 years. We are also targeting supermarkets, secondary school, primary school for school feeding. Yeah, for school feeding. As a business, we make money. So how do we make money? We make money from selling our product. We use 3 channels: online sales, retail sales, and wholesale sales. That takes 94% of the whole channel. We make profit of 2,050 packaging. We are not only on the market to have competitors, but also competitive advantages. We focus on quality, consistency, and the packaging, also reasonable price. From 2021, have been increasing. Our customer base have been increasing from 100 to 5 nursery schools, 50 supermarkets, and 60 boutiques. There are some mistakes over there. And about supply traction, we have been working with individual suppliers, but now we are in a partnership with a big cooperative named Koboku that supplies maize and soybeans. Our revenue streams has increased at 35%, and it's increasing at 45% in coming year and 35% in years come. We have been creating impact till now by providing food and nutrition, by creating jobs. We have 50 workers, both casual workers and permanent, and 8% from them are women. We also have a market for farmers. We are planning to scale from 90 tons to 300 tons by the end of 2025, but also getting standard certificates so that we can access the external market. If we get a chance to win this 30,000, we will increase our production capacity, as also hire more workers. Yeah, for 40% we go into machinery, as we need a sorting machine as well as a roasting machine. Yeah, so that, and this will help us to increase our margin profits. Behind this, there is a strong team. I myself, 10 years in business operations, my co-founder, who has a degree in nutrition and also a PhD in food science and food security. And the remaining team are in operations. Together, you can end up malnutrition in Rwanda as well as in Africa. Thank you so much for your time.
I saw that for one of the pieces of machinery you need 85 million. For the $30,000, is there something that you can buy?
Yes, of course. I've mentioned that for the moment, we need a roasting machine and a sorting machine. For both, we can get at the price of 15 million, and the remaining will go into working capital. Thank you.
Thanks. I see that the product mainly depends on soy and maize.
Yes.
How have you managed in the last year when prices have been so volatile, and what are your strategies to minimize the impact of that?
For the last year, we have really struggled, but as we have already contracted with the cooperative, they tried out to minimize the price for us.
What is the nutritious value of your product?
Excuse me?
The nutrition value, let's say, which vitamins you have in your product.
Oh, okay, I understand. For the first product, yeah, this one is made from various cereals, maize, soybeans, sesame, and so on. There is, the first one is rich in vitamin, in proteins and carbohydrates, as it's made from maize, a big quantities of maize, and also soybean for proteins. And yeah, it has various nutrition.
Okay, when I looked, thank you for bringing this packaging. I looked this side in front, there is no seal of quality, and you said that you are not certified yet. Why are you not seeking to invest in acquiring a seal of quality? Because it can unlock big size of the market. And given that your competitors are all they have the seal of quality.
You mean the seal?
The seal of quality, the standard, the S mark.
Oh, we are in process. Yeah, we have already got the premises from FDA. Now we are in process to get S mark. I think at the end of these 2 coming months, yeah.
Biggest bottleneck to growth besides funding?
Excuse me?
What would the biggest bottleneck be right now to grow besides funding?
Oh, for the moment, we are using our savings and our shareholders, what did I say? Yeah, contribution, but also we are planning to reach out to the bank so that they can.
That's time. That's
more
time.
money. Thank you.
Thank you, Yvette, and best of luck. We have one more venture presenting before our short break. Please welcome Ndego Farm Limited.
Greetings. My name is Meseret Gosa. I am the founder and managing director of Ndego Farm. During COVID pandemic, I decided to change my career and go follow my passion in farming. and quickly realized how I underestimated the challenges. The imported fertilizers and chemicals price keeps rising. The sporadic rainfall made the fuel consumption at high, so the price keeps going. The limited land size made the neighbors my enemy. So therefore, we have to change very quick and adopt an integrated farming system, which is utilizing the same land for the production of animals and crops to minimize the land use. We use the crop residues to use as an animal feed, as well as plowed it back into the soil to regenerate the land. We use solar-powered water pumps to reduce the fuel consumption, and we also recycle water by reusing the fish farming wastewater to irrigate the farm. And the benefit from the system is that zero fuel costs, as well as 40% saving in fertilizers and chemicals, and all year-round farming, and 3 revenue streams. Therefore, we are able to produce according to our customers' strict requirements. Our contribution to the community is 20% of our fresh produce is sold within the rural market. 80% of our workforce are women from the community, and we're also creating a steady income. This is our financial projection for the next 5 years, including the 2022 sales. What we're generating revenue is from, we are selling our horticulture to the horticulture exporters out of Rwanda, seed production, as well as we selling our produce to the wholesale market in Kigali and Kayonza as well. What has been our achievement within a short period of operation is we installed a solar-powered irrigation system and a multi-purpose dam. We secured contracts and cooperative agreements, permits and licenses. We trained over 100 women in horticulture, and we were able to manage trials of over 10 variety crops. So we are targeting the export market for the horticulture, and we're also targeting the national and the East African community for our fish and livestock. Our plan for the next 2 years is to increase our cultivation land from 3 to 10 hectares. For the aquaculture, we're planning to increase our dams from 2 to 10 for tilapia and catfish farming. And we also planning to raise 10 cows and 50 goats. This is our vibrant team. Collectively, we have over 50 years experience. And our plan for the capital investment is to acquire a solar-powered cold room for our fresh produce. And we also would like to use the remaining balance to rehabilitate an access road to our farm. And last but not least, we are looking for a technical support in integrated farming management. And I thank you very much, and don't forget, no food, no farmers. Huh? Thank you.
Thank you for the very good pitch. If you're selling, this is a fantastic concept I didn't know about before, but if you're selling 3 different products, fish, seeds, vegetables, do you not have 3 different sets of customers to deal with and to understand? Does that make life complicated?
Sorry. So my background is in finance, so I managed very efficiently. You have to be very efficient, very well organized to follow your expenses, to track every activities, and of course, a good team.
And thanks. In terms of the impact on the community, I see that there were some jobs created and things, but are you seeing adoption of some of these innovative practices within the vicinity of the community, or do you have plans to expand that beyond just the immediate farm?
Oh, definitely, actually, if our program can be expanded within our neighborhood, it will help all of us. Because where I am in Indego is quite dry. It's like I'm sure you've seen the first picture. Quite dry, plain, and no rain at all. Sorry. See, that picture right here is April, rainy season.
Well, my question is around efficient use of water resources. I've seen your technique collects water.
Yes.
But the efficiency comes when you use it efficiently, exactly.
Yes.
So, and your water irrigation systems, I've seen they are not that so efficient. So what are you planning to do about just maximizing efficiency? Because at a certain point, the water bed might dry and then you don't have enough to catch.
Okay, we pump water from Nashua Lake, and it goes up on the ponds on the hills where we have the fish, and the wastewater from that ponds is the one that irrigates the vegetables. For example, we grow green beans. I mean, you cannot just put water. So we basically recycle the water as well.
Yes, thank you. I think the recycling part of it is what I wanted.
Okay, thank you.
Maybe just one last question from me then. Have you had any problems with the quality of the vegetables you've produced for export?
Yes, in the beginning. And that's one of the reasons we came up with the integrated farming. Otherwise, it's just cost-wise, it's very difficult to keep up.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yes, and that is time. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the first round of pitches that we'll be hearing. We'll be taking a very short break, and we'll be coming back in a few minutes to hear from our second and final group of ventures. We invite you to go ahead and join us out in the foyer for coffee and snacks. Go ahead and stretch your legs and get ready for the second group. And during the break, we will be displaying a QR code, I believe, and that QR code will lead you to a booklet containing all the details of the pitch, including brief descriptions of ventures, profiles, partners, and so much more. So feel free to peruse that during the break as well. I think that QR code will be going up shortly. But in the meantime, please go ahead and meet us outside for a sip and a snack. Okay? See you soon.
Sasa not free, hivi tayari.
ntabwo twayigira niba na tiktok ifite gusa wamajya agashyiraho ibyakunda kanshyira ikintu nyine cyose yakemo oya ni hano se babikora neza kiri mu nyanza what happened ko ntabwo kari bari kugatira bicaye kubera oya ariko bagiye kugira ngo icumi bavuraho bagira amakiza ntabwo bagiye zamurinda basi
Menyera ku isahani yose yashize
icyo tumenyeka biba fasi tuzakurikira
what yo guservinga oh that's so nice of you huh Kevin ndakuzi cyangwa nabe a lot of milk oh no wait yeah a lot of milk we ntabwo nakuzaniye ikindi Kevin, ntabwo uri kubona mbara amarinete. Nambara rinete ntabwo uri kubona.
No, one, just one.
How are you? I'm okay. We finally meet. Eh? After I chased you for days and days and days.
What did I do just not to respond to this? Those are
Okay, maybe you recognize this. Smallholder farmer, the one you spoke to, Matt, he was very strong in like, I need to bring out the relationship with the foundation. Not only, WP, refugee operation, blah, 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 but bringing in the private sector, the foundation, because we have MasterCard, we have Coca-Cola, so that's like a way to see some of our programs.
the approach I used.
Forward, exactly. Because, in the next yes, and that's also what we wanted out of the evaluation, because now the first year next year we learn university. So now we are moving to we are like, okay, what should we be doing differently? What should we
My name is Akanyana Sharon, and I'm from Isha Foods. I'm excited to be here to meet other ventures and businesses so that we are together able to look at solutions to problems that are in the food systems in Rwanda.
I'm Israel Nyanshuti, founder and CEO at Take Adopter. Take Adopter is an agri-tech engineering company that manufacture affordable and customized agricultural equipment. Our aim is to empower smallholder farmers with simple and affordable equipment.
Enoch Abesenga, I'm the founder of Bay Group. Bay Group is a company manufacturing rice planting machine to use renewable energy, where you can charge or you can use a solar energy. That machine have ability to reduce labor cost and increase rice production at a level of 80%.
My name is Mutono Ivete. I'm the founder of N5 Business Group. N5 is an agri-processing company. What we do, we produce porridge from various cereals to address malnutrition gaps among children, pregnant women, and breastfeeding mothers. As a young company, we still need more skills in food processing, business management, as well as financial support to scale up our business.
Hi, I'm Matt Gates. I'm the founder and CEO of Bungo Bungo Butaka Farm Mechanization Limited. We're a tractor service company here in Rwanda. So we maintain a fleet of tractors, and farmers hire us for tilling and other tractor operations. We're very excited to be part of the Ignite Food Systems Challenge. It's a great opportunity to connect with other agro-entrepreneurs, refine our message, and hopefully raise some funding as well.
My name is Meseret Gosa. I'm the managing director of Indego Farm in Kayonza. We're an integrated farm. We're looking to scale up our business, raising funds and technical support, as well as to network with the cohorts who are in the agriculture business.
So my name is Teresa Mahoro. I'm the co-founder and managing director of TechForce Group. We are in the compost production for water hyacinth. Also, we have like a school meal program that we are trying to implement by supplying seedlings to the community so that they can farm and sell back to those schools by enabling them to have vegetables. So we are very excited to be a part of this program because we are looking for this grant to implement our school meal program.
My name is Amani Twajezu. I'm the founder of Triumvirate Food. We are in processing of fish powder. That is a nutritious powder, especially for mothers and children. We are very excited to be part of this program. We are hoping to gain a lot of skills and knowledge that will help to scale our business and also to grow our company in terms of production capacity and also distribute around the country. Most importantly, we also benefit from the networking with the fellow entrepreneurs. I think this is an amazing program our company ever participated in.
My name is Muhammad Isaac. I'm the manager of Nyagatare Dairy Marketing Cooperative. We are dealing with the processing yogurt and fermented milk, and even also we do milk collection from different farmers. We are here to gain knowledge, experience, and skills.
Jean Bosco Bizimana. I'm founder and managing director of Panovita Company. We are in processing of infants and children food. Excited in this program because we need to gain strong network and
Alejandro will be there. Yeah, yes. Okay, so I would just say follow up. Yes. Oh, yeah. Are you guys getting that?
export.
My name is Ivan Shema. I'm the founder of 1000 Hills Products, a company operating in Rwanda and with a center base of value addition in Central Europe, where we have been adding value to Rwandan products in the most sustainable way possible using eco solutions. We're talking about solar power, we're talking about sun drying solutions for the fruits. It's already exciting. It's already exciting. In the bootcamp, met very many interesting colleagues, friends, and companies that are really have invested into many solutions that we can collaborate with. And also talking about the grant, I'm excited for that as well, because even $1,000 means a lot to a company like us. So I'm looking forward to that as well.
Hello, my name is Lars Hedam. I am the CEO of Njordfrey. We are an agricultural company that delivers efficient aquaponic starter solutions to smallholder farmers. It's an efficient farming technology that has a low-tech front-end and high-tech back-end and allows a significant increase of income, productivity, and livelihood for the farmers. I'm very excited to be part of the Ignite program, to meet my fellow colleagues and entrepreneurs. It's always good to learn more, and of course, very important, we are very excited to raise capital.
Mabre Patrick Twizere, I'm HFC Managing Director. We are producing healthy food for Rwandans, and we are empowering farmers to produce healthy food through innovation using aquaculture.
it's okay. We can still have a strategy without an action.
I'm enjoying the presentations. Sorry, I'm enjoying the pictures.
Yeah, very hard to choose.
I am ending up with
Yeah, everyone's gonna get money.
innovative ideas. Do you have a cutoff of like how many you're looking for?
Yeah, 10. So 10 out of 13.
Oh,
I didn't realize it was like such a high chance of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, get a little really. Last time we did find some, like some of some patients are new. For Villager, Joe is actually many and that's why it's sort of no, we have patients just joined too. And she's here now, but she's taking over around. So we're kind of back.
absolutely. Nice to meet you.
How about you before you
Yeah.
you got to
All right.
All right. We can get the people ready. Can you? Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are gearing up to get back into our pitches. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you find your seats as we are ready to get back into our pitches. We have 6 more ventures who are eager to give their pitches, and we have our judges who are ready to make their deliberations. So let's go ahead and take our seats and give them the floor. Okay, welcome back. Our final 6 ventures are ready to go and make their pitches for our judges and for all of you. So we're going to go ahead and go straight into it, continuing on with alphabetical order. And now we're starting with Nordfrey. Nordfrey, take it away.
Hi everyone, my name is Faisal Razak. I'm co-founder and business director at Nordfrey. This is Maria Shimwe. She is one of 2 million Rwandan smallholder farmers that have small amounts of land and food production, which is largely consumed by our household. It generates very little income, and she has zero access to finance to do anything about it. What she really wants is to be a better farmer and send our kids to a good school. But if she continues with her only option of basic soil farming, she will never grow herself out of poverty. Until now. At Nordfrey, we provide high-yield aquaponic farming solutions to farmers just like Marie, allowing her to harness the proven power of combining fish and crop farming in one system to overcome the challenges she faces in rural Rwanda. In practice, we group 40 farmers just like Marie together and build a commercial scale farm on a separate piece of land. We then provide 3 key components. 1, we facilitate access to finance and a supply chain. 2, we build a commercial scale aquaponic farm which significantly increases the production of fish and vegetables. And 3, access to our digital margin system, which uses data to support farmers throughout. This system is built using locally available materials and produces 24 tons of fish and up to 150 tons of vegetables each year. Now, for context, that's 3,000% more fish and 700% more crops, while using 95% less water than conventional soil farming. To guide farmers, we collect data from our farm using sensors 24/7. Coupled with our expertise within Nordfrey, we train farmers to avert risks and maximize production at all times. The high yield sales as a result allow farmers to gain a 50% increase in income straight away compared to soil farming. The capital that they use to buy our farm equipment is then repaid through the sales within 2 to 4 years, at which point we transfer equity to the farmer and they gain a 10x increase in income from year 5 onwards. FAO estimates that there are 50 million smallholder farmers across sub-Saharan Africa, and 2 million of them reside here in Rwanda. And we will impact 100,000 of those farmers by deploying 2,000 farms using our partner model. In May last year, we built our MVP and Rwanda's first commercial aquaponic farm. Since then, we have delivered 1.5 tons of lettuce and 375 kilograms of tilapia fish to the market. And we've learned a lot since. We've learned that normal fish farms produce only 3 kilograms of fish per cubic meter, whereas our solution demonstrated 45. That is a 15x increase in fish. While at the same time, we also produce 5 times the amount of lettuce in the same space as soil farming. And that's just the start. We have continued to develop a team of enthusiastic Rwandans to develop and deliver the solution on the ground. This team has conducted extensive market research, including surveys with up to 400 farmers. And we've also developed research partnerships to further push the envelope of farming technology with universities in Rwanda, Europe, and America. To scale, we will take our MVP, upgrade and expand to 32 farms within 2 to 4 years, positioning us perfectly for mass scale of 2,000 farms across sub-Saharan Africa. We have worked very hard to prove the technology here in Rwanda and have secured interest from investors as a result. We are now at a key point in our journey and require Ignite's support to demonstrate revenue proof. Allowing us to unlock commercial capital will allow us to rocket up to 32 farms, allowing 1,300 farmers to gain equity in a profitable business. If successful, we'll use the 30K grant to cover materials, resource, and consultancy support to finish performance upgrades, to develop digital management systems, and to importantly demonstrate revenue proof. Nordfrey delivers ownership and food security in rural areas around the world. With Ignite support, we can rocket farmers like Marie to new levels, allowing them to consider not only which school to send their kids to, but one day which university. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'm interested to know, because we've talked a little bit about exit and especially scaling up, so your model at the end where you will scale up to other farmers, how well do you know those other farmers? What's it going to take to convince them to make this investment and make this change?
So the farmers themselves, I think we are gaining a really good understanding. I mentioned we've conducted 400 detailed surveys with farmers, and that includes 50 user trials, like 50 farmers that came to the farm and used each of the component parts hands-on and gave us direct feedback. We've, as a result, secured probably 10 farms worth of users interested to use our farm. We have like a 95% interest rate from all of the trials that we've done so far.
Great pitch, thank you. Could you talk a little bit more about the price of the system and that transfer of ownership? And is that kind of a one-size-fits-all in terms of the formula? It's coming out of sales, as I understand, the ability to pay back and to assume ownership as a farmer or a group of farmers. But is there room for individual kind of models, or is it one type of financing model?
Yeah, so our model is centered around impact and the kind of increase of livelihoods for a group of 40 farmers as a collective. A typical farm currently costs 150 to 200k, but when you split that across each of the farmers, that's like 2.5 to 5 grand each. The majority of that cost is facilitated through the lending model that we facilitate, but each farmer will put in something significant for them to kind of put skin in the game. And at the minute, through the high yield sales, we produce a mixture of different crops and fish. We can kind of amend that to suit the market and generate faster returns. The price of the equipment will also reduce as we do further development. And conservatively, we think within 2 to 4 years, they should be able to repay it. And at that point, the profits that would go previously to repay the starter kit goes to the farmer. That's our general model. As we roll it out, we will keep an eye open for other types of models, and we're always open to kind of tailor it for each country as we go in. We know we've done a lot of work in here in Rwanda. We think it's transferable, but we'll always do due diligence and site selection whenever we go into a new area.
Well, 30 seconds. So I'm interested in knowing, when I saw a digital interface, then I understand a complex system as a farmer. How do you manage to transfer that capacity to the farmers so they are able to manage autonomously?
I've got 10 seconds. All right. So we've done the trials. We showed them everything. They could do it all, but they're still not confident. So we actually decided to take on all of the back-end like technical work, and we translate just simple messages.
That's your time.
Thank you.
And best of luck. Our next venture speaking is Nyagatare Dairy Marketing Cooperative.
Good afternoon, judges, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Humuz Isaac, the manager of Nyagatare Dairy Marketing Cooperative. I'm here to take you through the story of one of our members called Murekatete. Murekatete is a mother of 2 kids who has been gifted by a cow on her wedding day. And she was happy because her cow could produce 10 liters per day, and she could not consume it all. She could take the remaining to the milk collection point, traveling about 20 kilometers per day. And unfortunately, she could reach at the milk collection center, and they could tell her that the capacity is full, nowhere to sell your milk. And this is the situation among Nyagatare livestock farmers who face the problem of lack of sustainable market in agro-pastoral industry. As a cooperative, we were empathetic about the situation of our farmers and started collecting milk on their behalf and distributed to big buyers like Nyanji Industry. And yet it was not enough. We could still experience surplus that could get wasted. That's why we decided to build a milk processing facility so that we can add a value on milk of farmers. We started by buying machines and started making products like yogurt and fermented milk. Now we receive 8,000 liters per day, and 90% of our revenues are distributed back to our farmers, and we are proud that now our farmer livelihoods have improved. And now, as we continue processing, the market increased, the demand of our market increased, where in Eastern we could absorb 47%, Kigali 42%, and Rusizi and Congo sharing about 5.3%. Our proposed value is that we offer the whole milk without removing butter, and our prices are highly competitive. Our solution did not only benefit Murekatete, but other 500 livestock farmers that are around our catchment. We are the first milk processing cooperative that target to satisfy our clients in Eastern part. Over 90%, as I told you, is gone back to our farmers, offering the great price of 300 Rwandan francs per liter, and we are happy to contribute to 6 Sustainable Development Goals. On our business model, we sell our products, that's raw milk, taking 35%, yogurt 25%, and the fermented milk 40%. And our competitors include Nyanje, Savannah, and Nyabisindu. On the level of traction, we've managed to achieve building milk collection center in partnership with Minagiri. We've managed to build a milk processing facility in partnership with Heifer International Rwanda. We have achieved in buying cooling machines with the capacity of 10,000 capacity liters per day, and we make 80 million in a month, and 70 millions are distributed back to our farmers, and we use 10 million in our operations. And objectives, we need to, in 6 to 12 months, we need to add an automated machine in our processing system in order to increase sales so that our products can be more accessible. On scalability, we want to scale up to different areas by building cold rooms in Rusizi, Musanze, and Kigali so that our products can also be more accessible in different areas. For this to be achieved, we have a strong team that is experienced in management, accounting, and finance, and it is yearly audited by the certified external auditors to ensure proper finance of management. Thank you.
Thanks for the pitch. We've heard a lot about the plans for expansion. In terms of your farmer base, the suppliers, do you engage with them on advice on improved livestock nutrition to help increase their milk productivity? I know that 90% of the revenue goes to them, but just wondering what other services do you provide to the farmers? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. We provide services such as trainings, consultancies, veterinary services. So we are always with farmers because the cooperative is theirs. Thank you.
Yeah, also from my side, thanks for a great pitch. How did you land on that 90% figure? Because there's obviously short-term and longer-term perspectives, right? So I'm sure you're looking to grow, and if you're turning a profit, I'm sure you want to reinvest some of these profits into growing your business. So could one maybe challenge that 90% figure a little bit and say maybe it should be less in the beginning so you have a better chance of using your profits to grow your operations?
Yeah, mostly these cooperatives are for the farmers. They are not for the businessmen. They are the owners. So their more revenues are distributed back to their services they provide to us. Thank you.
Do you have some capacity building sessions with farmers regarding the economic development? When you said 90% of the profit goes back to farmers, but do you know what do they use the 90% that goes back to them for?
We normally have trainings with farmers for the capacity building through teaching them about diseases that affect their cows. So we normally have that capacity building in our action plan so that we can even visit farmers outside our area.
If I understand your growth plans, if you could perhaps just go back 2 slides. I think your growth plans are about moving to different parts of the value chain. Go up 1 slide. You see buying a truck for transportation and building a milk center. My query is, at the moment, your core business is milk processing, collecting the milk and turning it into a value-added product. Are you sure you want to go into other parts of the value chain rather than just duplicating what you're already doing?
We want to go to different areas in the way that in local, in some villages, deep in the villages, they don't know our yogurts and they want it more. So we would want to go there and they can also feel the good thing with yogurt. Thank you.
Thank you, Isaac. Our next venture is Panovita Limited.
Good afternoon. My name is Jean Bosco Bizimana, Managing Director of Panovita Company, means bread of life. I started my career as a young professional in a medical laboratory affected in Eastern Province at Mulindi Hospital. I was affected and assigned to follow up 5 families with children affected by malnutrition. I did home visit and I realized that most of families are farmers and we're growing maize, soybean, and sorghum. Malnutrition increases also poverty and hunger in families. The treatment we used at the time were products from USA and Europe. I started to ask myself, how can I do to help Rwandan families affected by malnutrition? I decided to leave my job and go at university to upgrade my skills in nutrition. After 5 years, I formulated my first formulation of infants. That is how Panovita was created. My technology is simple, natural germination of grains, which will increase bioavailability of nutrients in formulation and improve digestibility. Our product is very good for infants and children due to the level of absorption. We have markets in individual households, schools, hospitals, and NGOs. Our business model consists of contracting with 2,015 farmers grouped in 12 cooperatives are my supplier. We process the product in high nutrition food and distribute it to our clients. We make a profit and our price is 100 Rwandan francs, which are 2 times cheaper compared with the most price set by my competitors who can improve the food, Sosoma and Minimex. Traction, after 10 years, I have improvement of, I build my workshop and I try to increase my sales in the last years and the project to increase my sales in the next 3 years. As impact, I integrated 1,000 mother in supplying system, and we included the mother who the children are affected by malnutrition. I have to substitute import of baby food in Rwanda and create a job for youth and women. Security, I need to improve my production and automate my production. I needed to buy some machine to help me to automatize my packaging line in order to be competitive on big market and on exporting my product. Thank you very much.
Congratulations on the good progress. Can I ask, why is your product cheaper than the competitor's product?
It's cheaper because I worked in the center of my supplier in Eastern Province. We produce many of my raw material, and the cost of transport is easy for me.
Yeah, thanks. I think when you're listing your competitors, they're quite big players in the market here. So how are you attracting new customers who would otherwise buy these products from the big companies?
New market, I do the marketing, and I distribute my product and negotiate with NGO who use nutritious food, and try to exhibit my product and many ways of marketing of my product.
Well, my question is around the nature of your product, biofortified. I know there is a lot of regulation around biofortified foods. So how do you navigate the regulatory environment to make sure that not only what you put on the market is accepted by the regulations, but also is tested and, given the seal of quality? It's again about quality and certification.
About certification, I work with Rwanda Food and Drugs Authority and the Rwanda Bureau of Standards. We visit us and give standards we use in the production of food. And they take our sample every time and check and give feedback as a result. Yeah.
How do you deal with consumer acceptability? Because sometimes there are issues around consumer preferences.
My consumer need my product because it's sprouted, is very good tastes, and some NGOs prefer my product because it's high nutritious due to my technology. Is feedback from market is good because I did this business 10 years ago.
Thank you very much, Panovita Limited. Our next presenter is Tech Adopter.
Hello, I'm Israel Nyanshuti, founder of Tech Adopter. At Tech Adopter, we are bridging the gap between traditional farming and modern technologies. Smallholder farmers in Rwanda faces different challenges, among which is high cost and limited access to modern agricultural equipment. Do you know that even a whole village of smallholder farmers cannot afford to buy a tractor, which costs $30,000 US? It has been reported by the National Institution of Statistics of Rwanda that only 0.1% of farmers in Rwanda had used a mechanized equipment. This is a small percentage compared to the number of farmers we have in Rwanda. A quarter of farmers in Rwanda are youth aged between 16 and 30. Compared to the high rate of youth unemployment, there is a very gap. Youth are not engaged in agriculture. The only way to attract youth is to modernize agriculture. At Tech Adopter, we are modernizing agriculture by using the latest technology to develop, design, and manufacture customized agriculture equipment. Not only affordable, but also tailored to the farmer's needs. Our product gives farmers option to choose. If you cannot afford a processing equipment which can process a maize chiller, which is motorized with capacity of processing 16 tons per day, then you have an option to choose one which is hand operated with the capacity to process 1 ton per day and is productive 10 times the human being. The same thing applies to our rice transplanting machine. If you cannot afford one which can plant 4 lines at once, then you have an option to choose a rice transplanting machine which can plant only 2 lines. And we are very able to customize our products to make sure every farmer can find an option. Our latest product is called Engine Power Tiller, and this machine is designed to perform different farm tasks such as harvesting, land preparation, and harvest transportation by connecting a trawler to the main machine. This machine looks like a power tiller, but works like a tractor. We have a big market of 250 million farmers, smaller farmers in Sub-Sahara, but we are only targeting 12 million smaller farmers in Rwanda, DRC, and Uganda. We make revenues through rent and sales, and our renting price ranges from $3 to $75 per day, and our sales price range from $20 to $3,500, and we take 60% margin. We are growing. Today we are working with more than 150 smaller farmers, and with this we have managed to make Rwandan francs last year. We have also trained more than 60 farmers and through our free equipment trial, and we have 5 different products at the market. In the coming 6 months, we are looking to increase the impact by bringing in 15 new customers, but also increase our production capacity from making 2 equipment per month to 10 equipment per month. And we are looking forward to make 5 new jobs. Our scaling strategies are set to make sure that we serve more than 500 renting farmers, and to achieve this, we are launching our rental platform called Inhiza. This platform will help us to expand to DRC and Uganda, but also employing more than 100 youth ambassadors whose job is to help farmers book and make schedules of the equipment. We are today asking for $30,000, which will help us to increase our production, equipment, but also equipping the team to make sure that we are ready with any technological changes. And this will help us to grow our customer base, increase our customer renting retention, as well as increasing the team size. This is the team. We have experience in business, engineering, and we are very passionate to become the agriculture game changers. Take team, please. So the video shows how we come up with a product. We first designed the idea in SolidWorks and got the workshop for implementation. Then we got the field test with the farmer, correct feedback, and then we work on the feedback. Then when we feel like everything is covered, we release the product to the market. I want to remind you all that if you eat, involved in agriculture. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the presentation. The progress of your business so far is really impressive. I guess I have a worry, which is, I think you're in lots of businesses. You're designing machinery, manufacturing machinery, renting machinery. If I understood, you're even developing an app to allow people to get in to rent your machinery. That's like 4 different businesses already. So, yeah. Where's your focus?
So thank you for the good question. Actually, we don't have, it's one business. So the team which is designing is the same team which is manufacturing. So the thing is that why we came up with this idea of the platform. Last year, we tried to expand to Uganda, and we equipment, he can schedule ahead of time, and then we are going to employ a youth in Uganda who is going to help them make schedules, and then we have time to deliver. If you need a product today, maybe tomorrow, in the next week, you can request it today, so we have time to deliver the product.
Well, my question is like, well, given the traction you have in Rwanda, why did you decide to scale in multiple other countries? Maybe concentration can give you better positioning for regional market? I don't know. And who are the competitors in other countries?
Well, the reason why we have I have mentioned about scaling to Uganda and DRC, like you have seen, we have a big market in East Africa, 33 million, but we only focusing the 2 countries. Why? Because we share those countries. It's easier for us to expand. But another thing is that in Rwanda, we're pretty sure that by 2025 we are able to cover the market we have segmented. So we need to go to expand to another market. And if I remember well, the last question you asked, please come again.
I was just curious to know if you did some market assessment to know the competitors in other countries.
Well, for the competitors, we have Hello Tractor, because when it comes to that app, but the good thing is that for them, they are using others' products as we are only selling our own products. So we understand the market better than other competitors because we are customer-centered.
22nd, how many machines have you manufactured this year, and how many of them were bought, and how many of them were rent, let's say in this season?
Between 40 and 60, for the sake of time. Thank you so much.
Thank you too, thank you. Next we have TechForce Group Limited.
I want to start by asking you a question. Who can tell me the 3 circular economy principles? Allow me to educate you. It's recycle, reduce, and reuse. So my name is Teresa Mahoro. I am the co-founder of TechForce Group. And over the past 5 years working with farmers, I came to realize that they face two crucial challenges. The first is acidic soil that affects their productivity. According to RAB, 45% of Rwandan soil is acidic, thus causing the low productivity. The second crucial challenge is environmental degradation. In this context, I'm talking about shortage of water. So there is an invasive plant that covers majority of Rwandan water bodies called water hyacinth, locally known as Amarewe. I know majority of you are thinking about this song, but I'm talking about an invasive plant that decreases aquatic biodiversity, clogs waterways, as well as reducing productivity. After seeing the frustration farmers face, I wanted to act, which I did. So TechForce, we have an innovation solution of producing mass quantity of compost using raw material such as water hyacinth, kitchen waste, and urine collected from schools, decreasing the decomposition process by 50%. So our compost is very affordable. We sell a kilo 20 Rwandan francs. We produce high quantities of compost from circular raw material highly rich in nutrients. So the market size of compost in Rwanda is very huge. The government of Rwanda spends 132 billion Rwandan francs to combat acidity. And in Q1 this year, the government procured 100,000 metric tons, which TechForce contributed 12%. And by next year, the project CDAT is looking to procure 100,000 metric tons of compost. So I invite everyone who is in the production of compost to join forces so that we can address this issue and the demand. So our business model is so simple. We sell our compost to business, which normally is government projects, and business to consumers, our farmers. As well as we are also piloting a vegetable sales to school under the school feeding program, where we train, as a company, we supply seedlings to communities, they grow vegetables, directly sell to school, and we retain 10% of the commission. Our traction so far, in the first quarter, we've sold more than 6,000 metric tons for 14 million. We have now 5,000 metric tons of compost produced. We partnered with a school to supply vegetables, established 1 vegetable nursery, and 6 demonstration plots. Our impact, we've already recycled 11,000 metric tons of water hyacinth. We have improved soil productivity, thus improved soil fertility, thus increasing productivity. We also hired 90 vigorous women and youth that we work with. So the scalability plan, by January, we want to secure 9 agreement partnership with schools. By March, we want to have established 5 nursery, and we are looking forward to expand to Bugesera and Burera. Why we need this grant? We want to increase our production capacity by 40%, adding 20,000 metric tons of compost. We also want to hire another additional number of women and youth, as well as expand our vegetable supply to 3 schools by December. So this is the team that is going to bring forth these results. I, as a director, I'm in charge of business. Liliane, operation officer, who's really focuses on the school feeding program. Liliane, our anchor field coordinator, and the finance assisting. Thank you.
Thanks for the pitch. It's good to see the use of food waste and just regular kitchen waste. How are you sourcing that? Because that is always one of the biggest challenges that a lot of these circular economy companies struggle with, is sourcing the raw materials. So what's your strategy?
So our production site is near River Mukungwa. So it's easy for us to access the water hyacinth. And as for the kitchen waste, we have a partnership with the school that provides us for us.
Could you say a bit more about how you're able to quantify that increase in yield and soil fertility? Do you have data on that so far?
Yes, we do have. So should I go in? Okay, so on where we produce our compost, actually it's the land, so we measure the square meters, and we know the capacity of the height, the volume actually. So also when we supply our compost to maybe the companies, we usually, there is the measurements according to the truck who is going to deliver. So that's how we are able to quantify.
Maybe just a follow-up, can you say that your compost is that much better than other types of compost because you see X% increase in yield or X% bettering of soil fertility?
Okay, thank you. First of all, our compost has been tested in RAB, so we know the percentages of nitrogen in it, potassium, and other nutrients.
Can I just say shout out first to the first all-women business we've had today. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I don't understand how you calculate the impact of carbon, for example, but is the fact that you're transporting both the hyacinth and the compost backwards and forwards not sort of going against the benefits of the compost?
Not really. When we transport the water hyacinth, they are still plants. So we transport them directly from the river to our production site, which is a land. And from there, when we do all the activity for the decomposition, and when we want to sell them, there is a truck that comes to pick it up. Yes.
Well, looking into the future, you get raw materials free of charge because there is low demand.
Yes.
But once the business picks up, it's likely that even the food waste could be purchased. Do you make projection forecast based on that as a scenario?
By that time, we would be sustainable and we're going to buy the raw material.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Our next and final venture presenting today is Triumvirate Food Co. Limited.
Since I'm the last one, let me try to have some energy. Good evening, everyone. My name is Amani Twagirezu. I'm the MD of a Triumvirate. We do produce and package affordable, proteins-rich fish powder by using locally available small fish. The picture is sad, but let me tell you this story. In Gashora, Ramiro sector, Bugesera district, there is Mary. She's 45 years old. She has 2 kids, a son and a daughter. Guess what? Mary, she suffers from kwashiorkor anemia, which is the 2 diseases caused by deficiency in proteins and iron intake. The 2 kids are in the same condition. But you may ask me, why do we have deficiency in the proteins and iron consumption in Rwanda? Mary represents many families in Rwanda, especially those in rural areas. 2 problems: unaffordability of proteins-rich product, and also accessibility of proteins-rich product. And that is as the consequences. We still have 33% of children who are malnourished. We still have 50% of child mortality. And we still have, our country still spends $60 million to import Ongera product. Triumvirate exists to solve this solution by producing affordable proteins-rich fish powder, which is affordable, accessible, and efficiency in terms of nutrients. Why fish powder? is the best solution to this problem? Number one, firstly, it is affordable. According to the research, 15 grams of fish powder contains 10.4 grams proteins, which is actually a required amount of proteins consumption recommended. And guess what? This 15 grams of ours cost only 7 cents, which is 7 francs. Secondly, our product is easy to use. You can cook in many recipes, or you can directly add to already cooked food. That means less time to cook and less energy to cook. But also, our product being packaged in a precise amount, that means you cook an amount that is required, not necessary to cook the entire fish, which is expensive. Just buy 15 grams, and then you cook, you get the right proteins and the right iron. Opportunity size is big. Currently, it shows that $400 million is the market for the proteins product, by which 100 million of it is for the fish product. And for us, within 5 years, we are targeting at least to have 20% of this market share. Our target audience, we are targeting mothers, families of children from 6 to 5 years. We are targeting NGOs, organizations that are into feeding program, nutrition program. We are also targeting middle-income families that normally import proteins-rich food. Our model is simple. We have 2 channels where we channel our product. There is shops and retailers and the supermarket, and you have 40% of margin of that channel. We have school and nutrition programs or organizations that are feeding programs, which you have 60% of this. You may ask me why. It's because mostly this they buy in huge quantity. Our financial projection, by this year we expect to have at least 50K, and then we are doubling the next year, and by 2025 we will try for this. Our traction so far, we have a unity processing plant in Nyamasheke with the 2-ton production capacity. We have an MOU with local NGOs such as Fry Foundation that buys regularly our product to supply to their beneficiaries. We have 3 suppliers with the fishing cooperative that supply to us. We go beyond making revenues, we're making impact in our community. 1,000 children were impacted using our product. 3 fishing cooperative has a regular market because they are supplying to us. We have provided 4 women agents that currently sell our product in Nyamasheke as sales agent. Scaling plan. Within this year, we will introduce 2 products already in the market. By next year, we increase our production capacity. We reach 30,000 customer users. 2025, we will build a modern fish processing unity in Rwanda, export our product to the EAC, and also our company worthy, that's $5M. We are here to ask this money. It will help us to buy aseptic packaging machine so that we meet the standard. We invest in marketing and distribution and packaging, and also strengthening our team. Thank you so much. This is our team. I have a background in agribusiness and master's in MBA, and we are ready to take this solution to scale. Join us to eradicate malnutrition by using fish powder, which is to have a wealthy nation.
Thank you, Mani. This is a great project. I wanted to know how you plan to compete with other buyers of raw materials, keeping in mind that the production of fish in Rwanda is not that high.
Thank you so much. That's a very good question. To do that, we have secured an MOU with the fishing cooperative in Nyamasheke, to be specific, so that they regularly make sure they supply to us the raw fishes, but also to that we pay them in advance so that we secure their produce so they cannot sell to anyone. That's how we are doing it now.
No, thanks. Very, very innovative. What's your biggest challenge in marketing your product? Because we're talking about lack of, just in general, very low levels of animal protein consumption in Rwanda. So what would you say is your biggest challenge in extending this product to more customers?
Thank you so much. Our biggest challenge is now distribution and the packaging, which is actually introducing a small package as possible, which is 15 grams. But with securing this funding, we will have a packaging machine that will help us to package in that small packaging possible so that it can be accessible to everyone. And also distribution, we are setting up actually retailing shops in Kigali City, in Nyamasheke, and also in the rest of the province, especially in the northern. That will help us to penetrate the people as much as we can.
You sort of answered my question, but I'd like to understand a little bit more about how you will target those end customers. In terms of your go-to-market approach, are you focusing first on NGOs and organizations that buy food on behalf of people, or directly selling to customers?
Thank you. We are directly focusing to those end users, but our channels are too. Those who are able to purchase from shops, supermarket, we focusing on that by using strong marketing strategies, but also because these NGOs who buy in bulk, who buy in huge quantity, they can support a family like Mary who may not be able to purchase for herself. But we are focusing on those two channels because we believe they will help us to reach to the end user.
Well, mine is around the quality of your product. The richer the product, generally, the more the challenges around, the shelf life, unless you use the preservatives. So how do you manage that, and how long does your powder last on the market?
Thank you so much. That's a very good question. Let me manage this. We have established a very calculative, a very modern drying system. We make sure we dry at a required temperature, and we package in a way, in a suitable proteins packaging, so that we make sure the quality is ensured. We do the laboratory testing. Currently, we use other laboratories to make sure the product meets the standard.
That's time.
Thank you.
And that was the final pitch. So I'd like you to go ahead and give all of our ventures a big round of applause. They did a great job today. They've been working hard. And the time has come for the proper deliberation, the big one. So judges, we invite you to go ahead and follow our project manager, Alejandro Jimenez. He's standing there. Wave your hand, Alejandro. He's standing there. You can follow him to a separate room where you will be doing your deliberation. We ask that you do that now. For everyone else in the room, we ask that you remain with us. We are going to kind of take this moment to chat and to also have a little bit of fun. We have some entertainment planned for you, but for this moment, we're going to allow our judges to leave us. Thank you, judges. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of this evening, there will be up to 10 ventures who could be winning up to $30,000 and 4 months of acceleration support, and that is a big deal. Hi. Hello. I'm trying to make an announcement here, ladies and gentlemen. And you're gonna wanna hear this one because we have some entertainment coming up. We wanna celebrate because this is a cause to celebrate. There are going to be some winners, we're gonna have some investment and some very happy people here soon. So in that spirit, I'd like for you to welcome a very special dance performance. Please welcome Abatarutkwa Cultural Troupe.
Ibyo ni gutekereza. What if? Iyo biri hasi. Cyangwa tujyane ino stage hariya. Kuko hariya ntabwo dore ikibazo hano.
naba munyujijeho k'akavido hariho ubusa
kegeza hano
kuko iriya disitabo
hano kugeza hano.
tried it? Continue.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, all of our entrepreneurs, our friends, judges, partners, everyone that's here, the time has come. The time has come. The judges have made their decision, and before we get into who the winners are, because there's an envelope in this room with the names of the winners in the envelope. So we know who they are, but before we announce that, I would like to invite one of the judges to come up on stage and just give a word on behalf of the panel as far as how the deliberations went.
Thank you very much, moderator. It has been an opportunity to us judges to be privileged to hear from great ideas in the room. Guys, congratulations for bringing up those innovations. A big round of applause to each and every entrepreneur that pitched through. I think you guys are igniting the food systems, and that is why this competition was brought on board. So congratulations to 364 entrepreneurs that applied to Ignite Food Systems. I think the very first important thing for an entrepreneur is to have an idea. So to those who applied, congratulations for having that idea. And to 18 of them who went up to the boot camp after shortlisting, also congratulations, because you had something much better that led you to being selected among those 300. So, for us judges, it was very complicated to be able to choose from the 13 we had from today. The 8 among them are going to be awarded. We thought everybody who pitched deserved an award, big one. So for everybody who pitched, again, give them a big round of applause for the pitching. And I'll give time in a few minutes to my friend here to announce the 8 winners. But before I do that, I want to congratulate and to thank all the donors and other people who contributed to making this competition a success. Thank you very much. And on behalf of the government of Rwanda, we appreciate your support and we look forward to keeping this cooperation ongoing. Thank you very much. And Makeda, tell us the 8 winners of today. Thank you.
Thank you so much for bestowing this honor on me. Before I open this envelope, I would like to invite 2 of our partner representatives to the stage to help me to present the beautiful statuettes and the awards to the winners who are written here. So can Karis of Impact Hub and Ms. Inka of WFP please come up on stage and help us to give these awards out. Okay. Putting this down, I'm opening the envelope. Should we have some kind of, I don't know, drum roll or something? I feel like we need, yeah! Okay, I'm just gonna take them out and read them as they come. The first winner is, this is when we need the drum roll, actually. Okay, there we go. Nordfrey! If you hear your company name, come on up and receive your prize. Okay, our next winner is Ishio Foods Limited. Okay, the next winner is, drum roll. Oh, thank you, got my back. Thank you. Tech Adopter. Congratulations. That makes 3 out of the 5 winners who are getting up to $30,000 and 4 months of support acceleration. Okay, the next winner is Thousand Hills Products. Congratulations. That's 4 out of the 8. We have 4 more to go. Okay, congratulations once again. And once we call out all 8 winners, I will ask the winners to come on stage for our final group photo. Okay, the next one is, drum roll, Bunga Bunga Butaka Farm Mechanization Limited. Congratulations, Bunga Bunga. I think if there was an award for the most fun name to say, maybe they would be in the running. I have to say. Congratulations. And the next winner, we have 3 more to go. The next winner is Triumvirate. Triumvirate Food Co. Limited. Congratulations. We remember the energy that you brought since you were the last pitcher. It paid off. Congrats once again. Okay, we are down to the final 2. Down to the final 2. Final 2. Drum roll. Tech Force Group. If I remember correctly, she got a shout out for having the ladies. Congratulations, congratulations. Okay, the final winner is in my hands. I think we can do a full room drum roll for this one. Okay, Panovita Limited. Congratulations. Congratulations, Panovita Limited. And to all of the winners and to all of the people who pitched today, you actually all did a fantastic job. I'd like to invite all of the winners up on the stage so that we can have a group photo with all of the winners from today's pitch day. So please, if you have a statuette in your hand, please come up on stage. Panovita, don't you go anywhere. We want one final group photo with the winners, yes. I would also like our presenters. Okay, let's give them one more big round of applause to the winners of today's Ignite Food Systems Challenge 2.0 Pitch Day. They gave it their all. They went through a rigorous deliberation and they won. Okay, congratulations to them. I would like to ask Ms. Inka to please remain on stage for this evening's closing remarks.
Well, first of all, I really would like us to applaud one more time all the winners. So we've really heard some truly impressive pitches today, so thank you to all of you who came and pitched. We've heard all kinds of ideas ranging from animal farming, food production, all kinds of interesting, innovative ideas, so thank you again. It's been really interesting. And as it was already mentioned, we actually had received 364 applications. So that goes to say that there's no lack of innovative ideas in this country. So once more, bravo. So just a couple of notes to conclude. It's been a long afternoon. But just a couple of things we wanted to mention. So when we actually designed the call for applications, it was intentionally kept very broad. It was open to startups as well as enterprises. So we kept it broad, and we did not really define the focus area to reducing it to anything particular. We kept that also very broad. And then we wanted to do this in this way because basically, how can we innovate if we stick to what we know? So we wanted to ensure that we really do capture all kinds of innovative ideas from different ventures. The ideas that were presented here today were exactly why we launched this type of initiative. We got creative, disruptive, and also innovative ideas, but today is actually just the beginning. The real celebration is not happening today, it will be happening in 4 months of now, because then we will be seeing actually how the ventures have grown and scaled up. We'll be able to see how they have benefited the national economy and also how they have ultimately improved the national food system. So this is just the beginning. And while we come here today to grow these ideas, we want to once again thank our donors. And then it is our hope that this initiative serves as a catalyst for further investment and partnerships as we collectively strive to improve the food system through innovation. And as the World Food Programme, we are really delighted to be working together with these selected entities, so congratulations. And we also want to thank all our partners once more. And obviously, my most sincere appreciation goes to Kigali today for their excellent work in making this event so successful. So thank you all once more. Murakoze Chane, thank you.
Thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Ignite team and partners, we'd like to just go ahead and extend a warm thanks for coming out and spending this moment with us. That is the end of the program. My name is Makeda Mahario. We have refreshments for a closing networking session outside, so the party's not over. So please go ahead and join us in the foyer and make sure to take that opportunity to say another congratulations and of course to support all of the ventures who pitched here this evening. Thank you very much and have a good night.
My name is Akanyana Sharon, and I'm from Isha Foods. I'm excited to be here to meet other ventures and businesses so that we are together able to look at solutions to problems that are in the food systems in Rwanda.
I'm Israel Nyanshuti, founder and CEO at Tech Adopter. Tech Adopter is an agri-tech engineering company that manufacture affordable and customized agricultural equipment. Our aim is to empower smallholder farmers with simple and affordable equipment.
Enoch Abesenga, I'm the founder of Bear Group. Bear Group is a company manufacturing rice planting machine to use renewable energy, where you can charge or you can use the solar energy. That machine have ability to reduce labor cost and increase rice production at a level of 80%.
My name is Mutono Ivete. I'm the founder of N5 Business Group. N5 is an agri-processing company. What we do, we produce porridge from various cereals to address malnutrition gaps among children, pregnant women, and breastfeeding mothers. As a young company, we still need more skills in food processing, business management, as well as financial support to scale up our business.
Hi, I'm Matt Gates. I'm the founder and CEO of Bungo Bungo Butaka Farm Mechanization Limited. We're a tractor service company here in Rwanda. So we maintain a fleet of tractors, and farmers hire us for tilling and other tractor operations. We're very excited to be part of the Ignite Food Systems Challenge. It's a great opportunity to connect with other agro-entrepreneurs, refine our message, and hopefully raise some funding as well.
My name is Meseret Gosa. I'm the managing director of Indego Farm in Kayonza. We're an integrated farm. We're looking to scale up our business, raising funds and technical support, as well as to network with the cohorts who are in the agriculture business.
So my name is Teresa Mahoro. I'm the co-founder and managing director of TechForce Group. We are in the compost production for water hyacinth. Also, we have like a school meal program that we are trying to implement by supplying seedlings to the community so that they can farm and sell back to those schools by enabling them to have vegetables. So we are very excited to be a part of this program because we are looking for this grant to implement our school meal program.
My name is Amani Twajerezu. I'm the founder of Triumvirate Food. We are in processing of fish powder. That is a nutritious powder, especially for mothers and children. We are very excited to be part of this program. We are hoping to gain a lot of skills and knowledge that will help to scale our business and also to grow our company in terms of production capacity and also distribute around the country. Most importantly, we also benefit from the networking with the fellow entrepreneurs. I think this is an amazing program our company ever participated in.
My name is Muhammad Isaac. I'm the manager of Nyagatare Dairy Marketing Cooperative. We are dealing with the processing, yogurt and fermented milk, and even also we do milk collection from different farmers. We are here to gain knowledge, experience, and skills.
Jean Bosco Bizimana. I'm founder and managing director of Panovita Company. We are in the processing of infants and children food. Excited in this program because we need to gain strong network and expand our business in terms of fortifying our existing product and improve our packaging in order to have international standard for export.
My name is Ivan Chima. I'm the founder of 1000 Hills Products, a company operating in Rwanda and with a center base of value addition in Central Europe, where we have been adding value to Rwandan products in the most sustainable way possible using eco solutions. We're talking about solar power, we're talking about sun drying solutions for the fruits. It's already exciting. It's already exciting in the bootcamp. Met very many interesting colleagues, friends, and companies that are really have invested into many solutions that we can collaborate with. And also talking about the grant, I'm excited for that as well because even $1,000 means a lot to a company like us. So I'm looking forward to that as well.
Hello, my name is Lars Hedam. I am the CEO of Njordfrey. We are an agricultural company that delivers efficient aquaponic starter solutions to smallholder farmers. It's an efficient farming technology that has a low-tech front end and high-tech back end and allows a significant increase of income, productivity and livelihood for the farmers. I'm very excited to be part of the Ignite program, to meet my fellow colleagues and entrepreneurs. It's always good to learn more and of course very important, we are very excited to raise capital.
Mabre Patrick Tuizere, I'm HFC Managing Director. We are producing healthy food for Rwandans and we are empowering farmers to produce healthy food through innovation using aquaculture.